There are seeds sitting in gardens, forests, and old family jars right now that could get you arrested if the wrong person finds out what they actually are. Not because they're dangerous, not because they're toxic, but because a plant grown from one tiny seed can produce something governments have spent over 100 years trying to control. Some of these seeds are illegal to even possess in the United States. Some are legal to own, but illegal to plant. Some are protected species you're not allowed to harvest from in the wild, and some are locked up not by drug laws, but by corporate patents that make it a federal crime to save and replant them. I'm counting down 20 of the most restricted, controlled, and quietly outlawed seeds on Earth, from the ones on the edge of a legal gray zone to the one seed that's illegal in almost every country on the planet. Stay to number 1. It's a plant so controlled that even researchers need special government clearance just to study it. Let's get into it. Number 20. Absinthe wormwood, Artemisia absinthium. Wormwood isn't illegal to grow in most places today, but its seeds carry the DNA of one of the most infamous plant-based bans in history. In the early 1900s, wormwood was blamed for causing hallucinations and madness through absinthe, the green fairy liquor. France banned the plant's use in alcohol production for nearly a century. The compound behind the panic, thujone, is present in the plant from the moment it sprouts. Some countries still cap how much thujone is allowed in food and drink products, which means commercial growers face strict limits most home gardeners never hear about. It's legal in your backyard. It's a regulatory minefield if you try to sell anything made from it. Number 19. Betel nut / areca palm, Areca catechu. The seed of the areca palm produces betel nut, chewed by an estimated 600 million people worldwide as a mild stimulant. In several countries, including parts of Australia and some U.S. jurisdictions, importing or cultivating areca palm seeds is restricted due to the seed's classification as a controlled substance precursor. Singapore has some of the strictest betel nut laws on Earth, banning the sale of the seed outright. Meanwhile, the palm itself grows easily from seed in tropical climates, which means the plant is legal, but what you do with the seed inside can cross a legal line fast. Number 18. Cat, Catha edulis. Cat seeds grow into a shrub whose leaves have been chewed for their stimulant effect across East Africa and the Arabian Peninsula for centuries. In the United States, kate is a Schedule I controlled substance. That means the seeds themselves fall into a legal gray zone. Technically, the plant material, not the seed, is scheduled, but prosecutors have pursued seed possession cases when intent to cultivate was suspected. The UK banned khat entirely in 2014, despite decades of legal cultivation and import. If you're holding cat seeds in a country where the plant is scheduled, you're holding the starting point of a federal drug charge. Number 17. Kratom mitragena speciosa. Kratom seeds are notoriously difficult to germinate, which is part of why kratom trees are rarely grown from seed even where it's legal. But legality is the real story here. Kratom is banned outright in 6 U.S. states, several cities, and multiple countries including Thailand for decades before a 2021 decriminalization. The DEA has attempted to schedule kratom nationally more than once. Every attempt triggered massive public pushback from users who rely on it, and the bans have shifted state by state ever since. Depending on your zip code, owning kratom seeds is either completely legal or a criminal offense. Number 16. Salvia divinorum. This unassuming mint family plant produces one of the most potent naturally occurring hallucinogens known to science. Salvinorin A, found throughout the plant, is active in doses smaller than a grain of rice. Salvia is banned or restricted in over 20 U.S. states and numerous countries, including Australia, Germany, and much of Scandinavia. But because salvia rarely produces viable seed and is almost always propagated through cuttings, actual salvia seeds are exceptionally rare, making the small number that exist some of the most tightly watched plant material among law enforcement tracking synthetic and natural hallucinogen sources. Number 15. San Pedro cactus, Echinopsis pachanoi. San Pedro cactus is legal to grow ornamentally almost everywhere, including the United States. The seeds are sold openly by cactus nurseries, but the plant contains mescaline, a Schedule I substance under federal law. This creates one of the strangest legal contradictions in horticulture. The seed is legal. The mature plant is legal to own as a garden ornamental, but extracting or possessing the mescaline inside it is a felony. Growers walk this line constantly, and prosecutors have occasionally treated large-scale cultivation as intent to manufacture. Number 14. Peyote, Lophophora williamsi. Peyote is both a controlled substance and a federally protected endangered plant in its native range across Texas and northern Mexico. It's illegal for most Americans to possess, grow, or harvest, with one narrow exception: registered members of the Native American Church, protected under the American Indian Religious Freedom Act, for use in religious ceremonies. Peyote takes 10 to 30 years to mature from seed in the wild, which is part of why overharvesting has pushed it toward endangered status. Selling or shipping peyote seeds across state lines without the proper federal registration is a criminal offense. Number 13. Ayahuasca vine, Banisteriopsis caapi. The bark and seeds of this Amazonian vine are one half of the ayahuasca brew, combined with DMT-containing plants during religious and ceremonial use. In the United States, the vine itself is legal to grow. It's not a scheduled plant, but it contains harmala alkaloids that, combined with other substances, can produce the ayahuasca effect. Several countries, including France and to varying degrees parts of the US, have prosecuted people for possession when the vine was clearly intended for ayahuasca preparation rather than ornamental use. Intent, not the seed itself, often becomes the deciding legal factor. Number 12. Iboga tabernanthe iboga. Iboga is a West African shrub whose root bark contains ibogaine, a powerful psychoactive compound used traditionally in Bwiti spiritual ceremonies in Gabon. Ibogaine is a Schedule I controlled substance in the United States, and by extension, the seeds of the plant that produces it sit under heavy scrutiny. Gabon has taken steps to protect the plant as a national heritage species due to overharvesting by international ibogaine treatment clinics operating outside U.S. borders, where the substance remains illegal. Getting your hands on legitimate iboga seed is difficult, tightly regulated, and in some cases requires government export permits from Gabon itself. Number 11. Mimosa hostilis, Mimosa tenuiflora. This Brazilian tree is sold worldwide as an ornamental and for its root bark, prized in natural dye and tanning industries, but its root bark also contains DMT, a Schedule I substance in the US and a controlled substance in most of Europe. France explicitly banned the sale, purchase, and possession of Mimosa hostilis in 2018. Making it one of the only ornamental plant seeds banned by name in a European country, specifically because of its psychoactive potential, even though the seed itself contains none of the controlled compound. Number 10. Opium poppy, Papaver somniferum. Here's what surprises most gardeners. Opium poppy seeds are sold legally in grocery stores as a baking ingredient and in seed catalogs as an ornamental flower. Growing a few in your garden for their striking blooms is technically legal in most U.S. states, but the moment you score the seed pod to extract the milky latex inside, the substance opium is made from, you've crossed into federal drug manufacturing law. Australia and several U.S. states have gone further, restricting ornamental poppy cultivation entirely because the visual difference between decorative and high morphine varieties is nearly impossible for law enforcement to tell apart in the field. Number 9. Coca plant, Erythroxylum coca. Coca is federally classified as a Schedule II controlled substance in the United States, and its seeds are illegal to import, possess, or cultivate outside of narrow DEA-licensed research programs. This is the plant cocaine is refined from, and its legal status reflects that directly. In Bolivia and Peru, by contrast, coca cultivation is legal and culturally significant, chewed traditionally for altitude sickness and used in tea. The seed that's a sacred agricultural crop in the Andes is a federal narcotics violation almost everywhere else on Earth. Number 8. Cannabis. High THC varieties. Cannabis seed law is arguably the most confusing on this entire list. Federally in the U.S., cannabis remains a Schedule I substance, meaning seeds capable of producing plants with more than 0.3% THC are technically illegal to possess under federal law, even in states where recreational cannabis is legal. Internationally, the range is extreme. Seeds are freely sold in the Netherlands and Canada, criminally prosecuted in Singapore and the UAE, and exist in a strange federal versus state contradiction throughout the US. The same seed can be a retail product in one state and a controlled substance the moment it crosses into federal jurisdiction. Number 7. Patented GMO soybean seed. This one has nothing to do with drugs and everything to do with corporate law. Since the 1990s, agricultural giants have patented genetically modified soybean, corn, and cotton seeds. Farmers who buy them sign contracts explicitly banning seed saving. Replanting seeds harvested from a patented crop is a federal patent violation. The Supreme Court upheld this in the 2013 case Bowman versus Monsanto, ruling unanimously that a farmer violated patent law simply by saving and replanting soybeans grown from patented seed he'd legally purchased. It remains one of the most significant seed-related legal rulings in U.S. history, and it's why an ordinary soybean seed can carry six-figure lawsuit risk. Number 6. Unregistered heirloom varieties, EU seed law. Across the European Union, the Common Catalog of Plant Varieties requires seeds to be registered, tested, and approved before they can be legally sold commercially. Registration is expensive and time-consuming, which means thousands of heirloom and traditional vegetable varieties never make the list. This doesn't make growing them illegal. Home gardeners can save and swap heirloom seed freely, but selling unregistered varieties commercially is prohibited, which has pushed countless traditional European vegetable strains out of the marketplace entirely, even as home seed-saving networks work to keep them alive underground. Number 5. Hallucinogenic morning glory, Ipomoea tricolor specific cultivars. Ordinary morning glory is one of the most common ornamental vines in American gardens, but specific cultivars like Heavenly Blue contain lysergic acid amides, chemical relatives of LSD, concentrated in the seeds. The seeds themselves aren't scheduled substances in most jurisdictions, but several countries, including Japan for a period, restricted sale of high alkaloid morning glory seed varieties specifically because of documented recreational misuse. Seed companies in some regions have quietly discontinued certain psychoactive cultivars to avoid regulatory attention entirely. Number 4. Blue Lotus, Nymphea caerulea. Blue lotus has been used ceremonially since ancient Egypt, and its seeds and flowers contain mild psychoactive alkaloids. It remains legal in most of the world, including the US, but Poland and Russia have both placed restrictions on it as a controlled plant material due to its psychoactive compounds. The plant's legal status shifts almost entirely based on intended use. Sold as an ornamental pond plant, it's unregulated. Marketed for its psychoactive tea preparation, it draws far more regulatory scrutiny and, in some countries, outright bans. Number 3. Jimson weed, Datura stramonium. Datura seeds are sold as ornamental moonflower seeds in garden catalogs across the country, and the plant grows wild across most of North America. It's also responsible for more accidental poisoning hospitalizations than almost any other plant on this list, due to its unpredictable and dangerous alkaloid concentration. Several states restrict its sale or cultivation, and some countries classify it as a controlled plant, specifically because of documented recreational misuse leading to severe, sometimes fatal poisonings. It sits in an unusual category, not banned for its potency alone, but heavily flagged for its danger. Number 2. ayahuasca adjacent, DMT plants, Psychotria viridis and relatives, chacruna, the leafy DMT-containing plant paired with ayahuasca vine, exists in a strange legal limbo across most of the world. DMT itself is a Schedule I substance nearly everywhere, but the plants that naturally contain it are frequently unscheduled, meaning the living plant and its seeds can be legal to own, even though extracting or consuming the compound inside is a serious crime. U.S. federal agents have prosecuted religious ayahuasca churches for possession, only for courts to rule in specific cases, most notably the 2006 Supreme Court decision in Gonzalez versus O Centro Espírita, that religious use can be protected under federal law. The plant's legality now depends heavily on context, intent, and how a court interprets religious freedom protections. Number 1. Ibogaine sources, rootstock under international treaty review. At the very top of the list is the plant material facing the tightest international control of anything here, iboga rootstock, now under review by international drug treaty bodies for potential global scheduling, following its Schedule I status in the US and outright bans in France and several other nations, because ibogaine shows genuine, well-documented promise for treating opioid addiction. Researchers around the world are fighting to keep access open for clinical study, even as law enforcement agencies push to lock it down entirely. If international scheduling proceeds, it would become one of the most tightly globally restricted plants on Earth, seed, root, and all, closing off a plant that addiction researchers argue could save lives, precisely because of the same properties that make it dangerous. Every plant on this list exists in the same gap, somewhere between a garden and a courtroom. Some are banned because of what they can become. Some are restricted because of who controls the rights to grow them. And some are legal in one country and a felony in the next, with nothing separating the two but a border and a piece of paper. Before you plant, buy, or trade any seed you're not 100% sure about, check your local and federal laws, because with plants like these, ignorance isn't a defense. If this opened your eyes to how tightly controlled the natural world actually is, hit subscribe, because next week I'm covering the seeds that are legal to grow but illegal to sell, a list that's even stranger than this one.